Hello, everyone. Good afternoon / early evening. Ragtimer here, and welcome to a brand new mod showcase. It's been a while since we did this. It's been a while since we played some Railroader, but, figured it's about time that we got back to the old favorites. I am here also with Rex. Rex is kind of hanging out. Say hi, Rex.
Hello. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Hello.
Yes. So, happy St. Patrick's Day for those of you celebrating. So, to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, we're looking at the New York Central. How does that tie in? I have zero idea. I'm just making that up. But we have...
Hold on. Oh, sorry.
What?
My fault. Hold that thought. St. Patrick's Day parade in New York City. It makes sense.
Yes. Okay, so to show that off, we have a whole train set all themed to the New York Central. And at the front of that set is in progress mod for the
E7.
the E7. So, Rex, you know a little bit more about this than I do as far as who's been making the mod, what the progress is. Do you want to tell the people at home a little bit about it?
Well, the E7 is one of only a few. There was only a couple of them made, if I am not mistaken. I'm not a huge aficionado on the entire history of the New York Central side of it. But just basically, it was a F unit that was converted to a 3-axle design with a little bit more horsepower, length, axle, weight carriages. They did about 117, 2,000 horsepower, EMDs obviously, but NYC kind of hits at home because it's where I'm from. So when I saw these, I decided to pick them up and try them out, which obviously they come in pretty good into the game. Cars are fantastic, as you can see, with some decent quality across it. And on the rear of the train there is if you go to the very last car, each car has it, but the last one is where you'll see it when you get down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of ways.
Sorry, I have to walk down here.
Nah, you're running. If you click the ditch light at the top, well, not ditch light, I'm sorry, marker light. There you go.
Oh,
Actually, nice. Yep. That's
nice.
So Alex has been huge in the help of all that, getting that to work and whatnot. So some cool stuff and things. Hopefully we can work out some variables, paint schemes for it and whatnot, and people can actually enjoy that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, basically, with this, as you can kind of see, there is no cab just yet. And I've heard that there's a little bit of work that's coming for the interiors at some point.
Yes.
But otherwise, it's functional enough that we can play around with it. So, the plan is just to kind of run them today. Show off the train set. I know for those who are in my server, we advertised that there would be a 7 o'clock stream tonight. Unfortunately, forgot that I had a meeting at 7:30, so we have to do this a little earlier. So instead, we're going to do this. Oh, it'd be great if I actually moved the reverser up. And for right now, it does have the stock diesel sounds that are in-game.
Yeah.
So... we do have the bell changer mod, and we do have a couple of horn mod packs installed. But,
There's a E7A 5901, which is in the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. So very similar model, obviously Pennsy schemed versus NYC. The A units had some, adjustments and stuff like that, but for the most part, although very, very similar. But the one in the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, that is the only E7A in existence. So, well, in preserved state where you can go see it. All the other ones are gone.
And ZVK Studios, thank you for the $9.99. Here, get yourself a glass of Guinness, my good sir.
Mm.
Huh. I guess that was intended for you, with all of your knowledge there, but I have decided to hold on to the booze for myself because we always violate Rule G here.
Yes. You also have a meeting, so I can't.
Yes. Any ETA on the mod? When it's done.
Yeah.
You know, with every mod that I've been very fortunate to show off, I'm just thankful that the mod creators are willing to share it. You know, and kind of give us that update. But again, every good project takes time. So whether it's a locomotive restoration in real life or a modded locomotive in a video game, you know, these guys are not being paid to make these mods. They are making it out of the kindness and goodness of their hearts. So when it's done, it's done. And it'll be awesome to see when it's done. I will say, this is impressive seeing the matching fleet of coaches behind it.
Yeah, that was a big win that they came together like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see in chat there, Alex said that they're upgraded a little bit in tractive effort just so they got to move on a little bit. The base game is a little weird about how it calculates tractive effort with diesels and whatnot. So sometimes you kind of have to aim a little higher or lower. Same thing with the. Do you have passengers in the cars right now?
I do.
Click on one of the passenger cars and see how many
detector
is
milepost
supposed to be in
47.1.
13 out of 69. Nice.
there. Yeah, it was a little just haha funny. They typically, those cars would hold anywhere from 60 to 70 people, so
Gotcha.
69 was a good number.
Excellent.
Yes. West W says it's slated to get dual prime mover sounds eventually. You can kind of make that work, but it would just kind of sound odd. It's probably just going to be just one prime mover
no
sound.
defects. Total cars.
That's really the big thing with these Andrews, that these models, particularly kind of like the Centennial, there's two blocks in that car body, quote unquote, which is why there's like a set of exhaust stacks at the top, and then on the rear half.
Apparently, I can sit in the cabin.
Oh yeah, you can.
And the red lights on the locomotives are working.
Yep. The next to the number board, you can turn on the red lights.
Well, let me bring this train to a nice slow stop here, and we can do that here.
Yes.
Oh, I just dumped the train. Whoops.
Nice, dude.
All right, so I'm in the cab. So again, work in progress, very basic. There's basically like two giant love seats in here, but it'll work. Now let's see. Red lights. Yes. Cool. They are on.
Yep.
Cool. Let's see if we get any passenger traffic here.
Yeah, it's an interesting design for where those were.
Okay, so that's all there.
Yeah, a lot of railroads actually had these larger units. There was the Demonstrator, Baltimore and Ohio, Chicago Northwestern, Florida East Coast. Trying to think of a few others. Illinois Central had a few. New York Central had 36 total. But I think only there was like 4 or 5 of them in the E7, like base E7. Pennsylvania obviously had a whole bunch of them, as you know that.
Yes.
Yeah. No white pass though.
Oh well. Not everything has to be about the white pass.
Yeah. Yeah, they were both so there was two, like I was saying, the two prime movers, the 567A blocks, which if you don't really know tunes of blocks really well, like some people are good at hearing differences between them. The 567, the 610, the 710, although chatter similarly, it's very hard to tell the differences between them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, offhand, this is a pretty nice model, at least from the exterior. I know, obviously, interior work's still going to go on. I'll ask the question, is the B unit going to have any interior, or no?
If we can find maybe like a 2-block EMD to put in there, but honestly, just to save on resources, probably not.
Okay.
But it'd be nice, trust me, to be able to walk around, but...
Yeah, and again, for those who might be looking over this with a fine-tooth comb saying, hey, the coupler is kind of like fusing through the front where the coupler pocket is. You know, I'm sure stuff like that will get looked at in the future.
Yeah,
so
listen, I saw them. I wanted them in game. It happened.
Yes.
It was a fast process.
Yes.
They're actually very high poly in terms of modeling, but they don't seem to hurt performance too much. Alex did a good job kind of knocking down the limits in some areas. So
Yeah, I know right now I'm averaging about 20 FPS.
yeah.
Which seems low, but I also have an F load of mods installed right now on this map. So
Yeah. You got? Is this a fresh save or do you have some?
no, this
cars
is the
sitting
Western
spot?
Maryland save.
Okay, so yeah, with the cars sitting everywhere, that's kind of gonna hurt it up.
And True
Again.
Nub Hobbies and Gaming. Why do I have the urge to reenact that old Pace Picante sauce commercial, New York Central? I don't know. Maybe you should.
That's awesome. I remember that commercial.
Yes.
Came across. Doing some homework on these.
Yes.
Yes. How have you been? It's been a long time since you've been in this game.
Yeah, we calculated it out. It's been not quite half a month, but it almost feels like it.
The people miss the ragtimer
Yes,
and the trains.
Yes, so I have been, and I'm going to try to, I'll post this after the stream on the YouTube as well, but I've tried to now have a schedule for when I actually play games. So after today, next stream's going to probably be Thursday evening, where we'll come back to Railroader. I don't know if we'll necessarily do like a mod showcase that day, but we'll be playing just for the sake of playing. Now, here's a question for the chat. Obviously, we do a lot of crazy mod showcases. It's been a while since we've done like a hardcore save, meaning like basically like start from absolute nothing, don't mod in starter locomotives or cars, like don't like brute force things into the game. Would that be something that people would want to see? You know, something that you have like the progression that you know, could then actually be something like we work towards, and something that the community also would not be able to impact. Because one of the things that has almost been a highlight or a trademark of the Ragtimer streams has been like, oh, hey, the community can donate to get a car or something in-game with your name on it or something like that. You know. And as fun as that can be, it also can lead to very silly things very quickly.
Well, what if I have a slight proposition for you?
Uh-oh.
Although that is, it does sound entailing, and I do like that. What about if people could donate, but not necessarily get stuff on the cars and stuff? But what if you started off with like a time frame, right? So if someone donates, you can push forward into, oh, you can get this locomotive now because we're in this year, quote unquote.
That could be an
You know what I
interesting
mean?
twist on that.
Right, yeah, and this way it's still like, oh, we could help Angry get something a little bit more powerful, or perhaps like a class. Like, what if you start out with only like you can only use 6.0s or something like that?
We could start off with just like 440 mods, the Americans. We basically start off like super early, and then we can just progress over time, and over time like replace the power as we get to a new era. That could be fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be really sweet, like something to do like that. And if people want to help you, quote unquote, research stuff, like that's something that could be done.
So yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all might think of that, because that could be a fun twist. And there's a passenger train or a freight train at Barker's.
That was Elena. She left that there, remember?
Dang it. Well, then I'm not going to go into Barker's at the moment and just go around it because we'll come back to it.
There you go. I would have joined you to help out, but I'm doing Birdtown things.
Yes, the new Birdtown is in development. I've seen some previews of it. It looks pretty freaking sweet. But again, everything takes time to come together, so soon maybe.
That does. Soon maybe, yes. We're calculating that there's not going to be a modded interchange or base interchange that will hold the total capacity of all the cars for Birdtown alone. But in complete uniqueness, the plan is to actually sit there and make the entire Birdtown kind of progressive, progression based. I'm sorry. So you could like turn off bits and bobs of the tracks and spots. So like I'm working with Grizz 1231 on this, and him and I are kind of going back and forth. And my section, quote unquote, is the upper part of Birdtown, if you remember. So some fan favorites are coming back. The Iron Mine's coming back. I chose the Chocolate Factory as most important to return to the middle of Birdtown. So you'll see that take. But let's say, for example, you're like, oh man, like the lower Birdtown is like already too much. I don't want to deal with the upper half. We're hoping that you could just click progressions and the entire top loop just goes away. And all you'll have on your screen is down below. So we're hoping that actually helps people in terms of performance with perhaps like a lower end PC. So this way they can kind of enjoy sections of Birdtown. The gold mine will be an addition, so you could add that in or off if you don't want it. Same thing with the little grain silo thing that, CLB and I kind of put together. So that will all be like bits and bobs and pieces of it. But again, the way we're looking at this is that I don't think there's going to be a need to run any other mod, or like performance wise, like I think if you add another mod on, it doesn't matter which mod it is, it's just going to be like, why? Like, it would say, for example, you did Birdtown and then Thomas Valley. You're talking 2,000 cars. Easy. Like, that's insane. And as far as I know, there's not an interchange big enough for that.
And if you are the kind of person that all you want to do is basically, like, run out of, like, say, the West Bryson interchange or Silva, and all you want to do is like local switching, like that'll be perfect for you because that's basically all you're doing. You're like running unit trains to another bigger yard and then subdividing and going from there with drop-offs. So
yep, that's kind of the takeaway of it, is that someone could hop on either solo or with a friend, and you could just do some switching at Ella or Upper Birdtown and then call it a day. The plan too is and I can't promise it, but with the progressions, if we could figure out how to mitigate overlay, Kirkland mod by the WNCRR is kind of in the same spot of where one of our mines is. So we're hoping with the progressions, you might be able to turn it off and then use Kirkland if you want it. But we gotta kind of just make it all work. So no promises, but I'm trying very hard to be for the community. So whatever we can do to make it work is where I'm at.
Yes.
Yeah. I know a lot of people enjoy the coal hoppers.
Yeah. Some people just really love all of that sweet, sweet coal.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. With the they are cool to look at. We have been working on some custom load models too. So now with the gold mine, there's actually going to be a gondola full of gold now.
But so Rex, cool. Wouldn't you know they would have put the gold in sacks and then transported it in boxcars?
No, we're talking about raw gold. We're talking right out of the mine. Nice and gold. Did they do it that way? It was refined and then put in sacks?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Didn't really do too much digging on the background of that. I was just like, gold mine, yes.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming. Again, looks like we're about to come into our next station stop here. We're coming
That's
up.
the. Oh,
Yes.
that's yeah. You're coming up to Wilmot. Yeah. Oh, I have to. Totally forgot. I haven't updated Barker's Tree. That hill's kind of roller coastery. I changed that.
Cool.
Yes. Sorry.
Alrighty, so we're coming into the station. I love how some of the character models are like leaning out of the windows, like you can see legs and stuff. That's actually hilarious. It's like the rowdiest bunch of rail fans riding this damn train.
Yo, they're happy, man. This is the last run of the E7.
All right, nice and gently here.
You're pretty close to your goal there.
Yes, so for those who see that bar up in the top left, the Ragtimer is currently trying to get the Garden Railroad really off and running. And so with that, y'all have successfully funded a F-scale turntable. And now we're working on... Oh, that actually lined up perfectly with a door. That actually is kind of cool. I did not intend that, but... Yeah, that's actually perfect. Yeah, so the other part of that is then the roundhouse. So looking at a 5-stall roundhouse along with the turntable, and we are almost to the goal. Obviously if people donate for that, that is much appreciated. It does help me out quite a bit, but there is no expectation. So thank you to those who have supported it. And yeah, I guess I had no one here for Wilmot?
Wilmot? Maybe not. You might be able to... So I know I kind of did a funny and overlaid that. You might be able to walk in there and see the original station.
I can see it from... Okay, that is Dillsboro and Silva, so we're good.
Okay.
All right, so next... It's going to be an interesting move because we're going to go up to Thomas Valley.
No boy. Yeah, I was going to say, there you go.
I do love this station platform being the right height for the coaches, though.
That was totally unintentional.
Hey, but it worked great, so keep it like that.
Yeah, you got it, boss man.
Yeah. Alrighty, so off we go. Now, probably the best way to get up there... God, there's a lot of cars over here. Probably take the crossover track there. And then just shove backwards?
Yeah, you can go up the hill backwards.
Oh, wait, no, I can't do that, because I'm going to have to go to the other end of the yard and then go over.
Why not?
Because there's cars in the way that I can't cross over to.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Oh, all right. I thought you had room over there. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, so while we head over to that part, how's everyone doing? Everyone's angled while they sit. That, I actually kind of find that funny because they're like, I don't want to touch anyone, I don't want to touch anyone. Wait, are they only angled to the way I'm looking?
Maybe?
No. They just do what they want. Sorry, sitting in people's laps, did not mean to do that. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Alright, now I actually have to pay attention because I really don't know the Switch layout in here too well. So I don't want to run into anything too crazy.
Yeah, I gotcha. This is the updated one, right?
Yes, this is the following. And Alex Beck, member for 6 months. Central! Yes. Thank you. And
I'd like to see if we can get a Pennsylvania scheme on there. It'd be nice. The
Please do.
brown.
please do.
Will do.
I would love you forever if you did that for multiple reasons.
Fair enough.
So, another quick thing, channel members, expect a live stream sometime this week that is just for y'all. We'll probably play some Railroader. We may even open up as a community night. So keep an eye out for that. If you're not already a member of the Discord, you need to be a member on there because you'll get some pings on stuff. And then I will make sure that it's announced for channel members of when that stream is. Full disclosure, if you haven't noticed, Ragtimer's been pretty busy the past few weeks. And the next few are not going to be as friendly to me either. So I'm going to try to fit in streams when I can. But there are some real-life things that I have to focus on and get stuff done. So just be aware of that. So I know, like, in the past, there might be some weeks where I stream 4 or 5 days a week. You're probably going to work with probably 2 streams a week, maybe 3. And then I'm going to try to add some members-only stuff in when I'm able. So thank you again for your patience with that. It is much appreciated. All right, so let me just make sure that my switches are aligned for my movement. And that looks more or less clear, but we can probably take an easier path. Hey, Angry, is this just one livery or is it going to be a generic one? This one, as far as I know, is specific to this, but never say never.
That texture that's on there is
Baked on.
wrapped with it. Yeah, it's baked on there. It comes like that. But we'll look at all avenues.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get to the rear of the train so I can watch the shove. And bam, that's all good. Don't worry. So in the world of the G scale, because I know some people are eagerly awaiting. God damn it! Sorry, I'm in your lap again. Waiting news on the G scale layout. So on Wednesday, I have a friend of mine who works for Home Depot, who's been helping me get some materials come over, because we're actually going to return some stuff that I had got originally from him, and then essentially exchange it for some retaining wall blocks. And I want to give a quick shout out to Urban Rally Racer, who has been very helpful, one of our moderators, kind of giving me some advice of, hey, if you're going to do this, probably get some better bricks for that. So, huge thank you to him. Looking at getting that. The plan is to kind of go as funds have it available. Another big thing, I know this has also been a common topic, and for those who are longtime fans of the channel, the continuing running joke of paying down the debt. So there are a few things that should hit personally in the next few weeks that'll greatly help pay down that debt even further. Let's just put it like this. I already have paid down 2/3 of it in the past 48 hours.
Hey,
congratulations,
dude.
It's much better than it has been. And some concert monies and stuff coming in should hopefully continue to get stuff more or less set to where I want it to be. As funds are available, we'll be looking at getting the actual materials to build. But I do want to get something physically on the ground with, even if it's just a piece of track that I just shuttle back and forth 50 feet. It can be something that can be done. And I do plan on filming that stuff and showing it to all of you. And I'll make sure that channel members get first looks at all of that before it goes public. So stay tuned. I've also been very thankful that both Midland, General, and other people have been talking me out of other stuff, because it seems like this is like open season for F-scale. So if y'all don't know, which of course you don't know, you haven't been privy to all the conversations here as we shove up this hill with the lovely E8s, or E7s, sorry. Wow, this train is heavy. This thing is struggling in Notch 8 going backwards.
Yeah, well, those cars are heavy too. So.
Well, fine. Sorry I have heavyweights. God.
They're Streamliner heavyweights.
Good. Well, we'll see how they do with this hill. But there are 2 items that have recently popped up online that are high on Angry's list to get, but now is not the time to get them. One of them is a Galloping Goose, specifically Goose 5. It's on eBay. Granted, the price of it is highly exaggerated and frankly should not be at the price that it's at. It's like probably $1,000 higher than what it should be.
Oh, yeah.
But they are rare, so it's one of those like trade-offs of, do you grab it now? Do you wait? There's like some that have popped up on like Train World or some of the other sites for like 1,000, and this one's on there for 2,500. But this one's new in box, so it's like a trade-off of,
Yeah, I gotcha.
So
here's the real question: Galloping Goose and Railroader. What do we think about that?
You keep bringing this up.
I just want to know, like, do you want it or not?
I mean, it would be kind of funny just to have a goose in here,
Just for fun.
just for giggles. But
All right.
unless it
It
had
can be
like a
done.
boxcar plus a passenger compartment, I don't know. Oh, this train is slowing down.
It will climb.
I hope so. The other one, there is on either Brass Trains or another website, C18 Rio Grande number 315 with a Blue Nami chip installed. And Blue Nami has really great sounds. It has the synchronized chuffing. It has the lights that can be turned on and off. Does not have a smoke unit, but that can always be added later. But it's freaking sweet. So, unfortunately, that engine's also about $4,000. So that is a no-no because it's AccuCraft. So AccuCraft makes like really good, heavy-duty, high-quality stuff, but it's just like silly. So, thankfully, your boy Angry is being responsible. And any time that I have a moment of weakness, General and other people quickly talk me out of it. So
Hey, I talk you out of it sometimes.
Sometimes.
I just want you to be happy.
So do I. But happiness would be having an unlimited budget and buying what I wanted because I have no self-control.
No, that's fair. I think a lot of us are like that, though, to be fair.
All right, so this diesel is still... Oh, it's almost out of the tunnel here.
Yeah, once you're at that point, it's making its way up. That curve will likely be fixed once we're done with Birdtown. So Grizz is a railroader modding tool, actually free for anybody to use that wants to get into track modding. Can actually auto-generate curves and make them nice and smooth. So it's a little bit of a learning curve to kind of like learn your way around it, but once you do get that, it makes it really easy. And you can get nice smooth curves and grades. One of the complaints that kind of was brought up about the original Birdtown was the curve would sometimes stall locomotives. So with the new grade, not only is it nice and smooth, but it's like a shy 1.6 all the way up to the top, which is really nice and smooth. So those big hopper trains to the top of Birdtown, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Falsum, I'm assuming you're saying is Railroader multiplayer online? Yes. This is not Railroads Online. This is a different game from that. But, and apparently a few people are saying, yes, goose, goose, goose. So,
Goose, huh?
goose, apparently.
Well, maybe it will happen.
Maybe, maybe not. So, yeah. I'm also just excited. I have one show coming up this week. So if you want to meet Ragtimer in person, your opportunity to do so is going to be in Williamsburg, Virginia on Friday of this week. So in 4 days, performing at the College of William and Mary at their Performing Arts Center. 7:30 p.m. show, underscoring some silent movies with a live orchestra. So you'll easily be able to tell which one is me because I'll be the one at the front waving his arms, telling the orchestra what to do. So that'll be the last show for a bit. So if you're around that area and want to go, there is some information I'll post in the Discord, and I'll post it here in the chat here momentarily. But you can go check that out in case you want to. It's some cool stuff. And then your boy Ragtimer is also just very excited because I am going to Disney World in just over a week and going there for my birthday. So, yes.
Oh, my God. Golly.
So, I leave next Friday, and I'm going to be gone for a few days. So, the streaming schedule reflects when I'm around. But gonna spend 2 days down there, more like 3. Oh crap! I'm actually up here. I forgot that this kind of levels off and then it just goes. And I've apparently equalized my brakes. Fantastic.
That is the updated TV up there. What I did is instead of that making that a shove move, that's a nice cuts off at the tunnel, so you can do exactly that.
Yep. All right, so I'm loading some passengers. Hopefully we shall have a ding here momentarily.
Ding.
How many times has the Ragtime Man circled our star? It almost feels like too many. I will withhold my actual age just because I feel ancient. But, oh, I'm still loading passengers. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think we're good now. So let's just release the brakes, hop back in our engine, and we'll go on our way down to the next place, which we have a good layout to go. Hey, we could take the cutoff switch. I've never taken the cutoff switch yet.
Oh, through the tunnel.
Through the tunnel, yeah, I'll do that. Why not? And then we are aligned straight through at there. Cool, we'll go from there. Celestial, all I will say is it is a 2-digit number of how old I am. I realized that even though I publicly say, I work for the East Broad Top, I, am a musician, people can find me and they can find out that information, but for the sake of trying to have a slight anonymity online, I will do that, but thank you. Doomerville G saying nothing more power can't fix. Birdtown will kneel before the Diesel King.
He is referring towards something that has a T in it.
Oh boy. And Bandit saying need to get Gord Dapfield 13 in the game. That's the Stegosaurus switcher. Oh boy.
Interesting idea.
All right, so now that we're heading back down, hopefully should get this going. The more I look at this, the more I kind of love the paint scheme too. If you say oh, Anchor, what's your favorite standard gauge railroad? I would probably default to probably either B&O or Western Maryland, just because I'm more familiar with it. But this paint scheme for the Central is growing on me.
I'm telling you, man, I love that lightning stripe. That's
it
always
does look
hit
pretty
me as
nice.
a kid. That is that. I love that scheme. The scheme as a kid was always everything to me.
Alrighty. So yeah, once we're down at the base of this hill, I don't know what the speed limit is on this uphill, but we'll find out, I guess.
Just to be a good friend of yours, as I am, the time is now 6:30. So you make the call when you need.
My meeting's not for another hour, so we're good.
Okay, all right. I will keep tabs on it, and I will let you know just in case.
Yep.
Otherwise, you got it. If you at any point ever would like to do the thing I told you to do, if you remember in your Streamlabs element, you're welcome to do that because I'm just kind of messing around with BT.
And Heath Nielsen,
you
hello. What's
have
up
it
with the tunnel? The tunnel's doing tunnel things.
Yeah.
And it's not a dam
not-
tunnel because it's not holding back any water.
I will say we do have some interesting development on the track server. We've figured out how to add map tiles to the map.
I'm sorry,
therefore
what?
expanding them. Yes. Map tiles.
You don't tell me these things!
I do tell you these things. We're making some adjustments in progress on that, but we're trying to get it all together. But you know, all information is public. It's not behind any walls. So, we try to share as much as we can. But yeah, there's a few of us trying to figure out how to get it going really well.
So
basically-
when realistic map of Pennsylvania Railroad from Lewistown to Gallitzin?
Maybe soon, but I don't know if we're that. So the limitation that we're at the moment is that you can add a tile, but there's like no like terrain to it. So getting that all figured out and writing a script to make it easy to import them is kind of the challenge, and so that's why kind of we're working out on that. But we kind of like all kind of decided that the most important thing right now is getting Birdtown done. So that's first. Then there's a little project afterwards that would say quote unquote help Birdtown. And then from there, I think what we can flip to looking at map tiles and see what we can bring out of that. If that makes sense.
Yes.
I know the one guy that was working on it. He went all the way to Murphy,
Ooh.
basically, in terms of tiles. So he's expanded the map quite far. Not that it's any bit of private, and it's not like it's a big deal. I will just show you kind of an idea of what that looks like. You're welcome to show people if you'd like. Because again, it's not really like, you know, oh my god, super secret. You know, it's like. There you go there. Oh, we have a visitor at the door. I will bring him in.
This sounds like General.
That is the general.
Yeah, it might be the general.
Okay, so for those who are wondering, this is apparently what the end of the Murphy branch currently looks like.
What's that?
They figured out how
we're
to add map tiles.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you can actually expand the map? What?
Yep.
Oh shit, I'm on the ground.
Ah, that's suboptimal.
Penn Central moment.
How did I even come off?
That curve is a little spicy.
Because of the way it is.
Yeah. Don't you see that sticker on the B unit? Keep your distance. Come on. So how are you, buddy?
Me?
Did
Yeah.
you make the decision?
I am still hemming and hawing.
For those who don't
Put it up to
know,
a vote.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to say it.
No, no. You know what? Never mind.
So can he say it or not?
Yeah, he can say it. You can say
Okay.
it.
All right, there you go.
I'm just going to say
Continue.
Ghost General, and the answer is yes or no.
You're actually putting a poll up.
There's a poll on YouTube right now.
As general.
So for those who are wondering, your boy General has been trying to get a Sandy River and Rangeley Lakes live steam locomotive, and he has seen a few in person that he's been trying to get, and there's been one that's been continually listed on eBay for the past couple of months, I believe.
Yeah.
And every time it goes up, the price goes down, but no one bids on it. So, last night, a few of us were talking about G-Scale FN3, that sort of thing, and General kept being like, well, I don't know, if the guy listed, I might put an offer in. And I'm like, dude, he's listed it like a few times. Just message the seller and be like, look, I'm willing to pay you off of eBay. That way there's no transactional fees. Do it. And he got a positive response for a price that is lower than what the eBay listing was, but potentially slightly higher than what he actually wants to spend. And JSJ, thank you for the $10 saying, do it, General.
I mean, it's a very pretty choo-choo.
And it's like there's videos of it working. And
There's
yes,
at
for
least
those
a
who are
video.
saying, hey, the road number of this engine does not match, that can easily be fixed. That's just what the game defaults to. So you can just easily set that.
That was something that's pre-generated. That can be
The
changed.
number 4000 is pre-gen.
No. The 4000 is accurate. The 4000 was a real locomotive. I was talking about the 1000.
Yeah, that's what we're
100,000.
saying.
Yeah.
And Doc Holliday saying New York Central engines are amazing, and I'll stand by it. They are pretty cool. Hey, did you hear the news out of Fort Wayne today, or I guess out of Ohio, that the Mohawk now has about half of its funding goal already hit for its first step? Has
Really?
like 283,000 out of almost 500,000 raised so far.
Really?
Yeah, so Kelly Lynch and crew are making steady progress with that. So
Crews are making steady progress?
yes,
That's
and
cool.
General Destruction saying from one general to another, the answer is yes.
Dude, I think you got to do it. A lot of people are standing by it.
Look, so here's the deal.
And hello NWF Productions.
I can give you guys his exact response in a little bit. I don't necessarily want to, plaster it out there for the internet to see. But like I can send you guys his exact response. But to give you the sort of short and skinny of it, it sounds like the dudes. I'll let Angry blow through.
Go on, General.
That is a very pretty train. Anyways, the short and skinny of it is, it sounds like this dude is an older fella who bought this engine like back in 2015, and he's getting up in years, and he's trying to clear out a lot of his stuff. Because even in his message, he said like he doesn't want to have his wife have to deal with it. So I know that the locomotive itself is solid. Like Roundhouse is a solid brand. Those locomotives are fairly well regarded. It's already hooked up for RC, but I would have to provide my own, receiver and transmitter. But that's like, I guess, about $100, maybe less.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
And it's more than $1,000 under what a brand new one would cost. And according to the guy, at least he would, the price that he's asked, that he's offered to me, is less than what he paid for it, allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay. That's not too bad.
It just kind of hurts me a little bit as to the fact that I couldn't secure the other one. Because, like $1,000's worth of difference.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, this one is definitely, I think, in better shape than that other one was.
Mm-hmm.
At least it looks to be. I mean, I've posted the link to the actual eBay listing here before, I'm pretty sure, haven't I?
I think you have.
Just in case, I can post it anyways. It's an ended listing, but you can just scroll down and look at it anyways. And let me just quickly copy, just so y'all can see it. I'm gonna put it in crew chat. That's his response.
And I'll put this in the link here just so people can see it. Again, the listing is over.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah. And that was the response from the seller. Just like I said, I didn't want to, post it out there publicly. Exactly what his response was. But from everything he was saying, it's supposed to be a solid locomotive, and it's an older version of the roundhouse locomotive, which the new versions have like some added benefits, like a better butane tank and sprung suspension, that sort of thing. But
The question in general is it going to make you happy? That's really the big thing.
Yeah.
Is that a yes? No?
It would. I mean, it would definitely make me happy, but it's a lot of money.
No,
Welcome to the world of grand or garden scale railroading.
I think I'll put it this way. I think if I were to buy that, that would be like my one locomotive that I would have.
And you travel with it, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Have locomotive will travel.
What am I turning angry? I'm turning this train, that way I can reverse to Ela. Since I don't have these as ABBAs, I'll do it this way.
Yes.
And yes, it is a good looking engine.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate.
I actually didn't see what the results of the poll were.
Oh, it's 87% yes.
You got to do it now. That's it. It's been decided. The real question is if he would take 25, right? What's the bottom dollar? And where is he located to you?
He's out in Colorado.
Okay.
So, across the country.
Well, Colorado isn't too hateful though. Why don't you tell them, be like, hey, what's the bottom dollar to pick it up in person?
I am not driving to Colorado for a steam locomotive.
That is
Man.
whip talk, and you know it.
Think about it, man. A good deal is a good deal.
Look, hold on.
General, I'm
Hey,
not saying I would road trip with you.
I'd do it.
Like
Hell yeah.
I would definitely be the crazy person to be like, let's rent a car, like let's fly to Denver, pick it up, rent a truck, and then bring it back.
Yeah, you could do that.
Hold on. Let me just out of
And
curiosity.
do a one-way rental.
Yeah, you could do that.
Out of curiosity, hold on. From his general vicinity to here.
If you
For
say
his-
less than if you say less than 15 hours, you're winning.
It's 23 hours and 30 minutes.
Ah, you could do that in a day. Come on.
One
That's
day
if you
with
don't
no
stop,
tolls,
you
apparently.
fool.
It's one, yeah, non-stop 1 day of driving.
2 drivers, man. 12 each. You got it.
Or what about
That-
3
it
drivers,
is-
8 hours each?
It is
You
literally
can- I'll do
over
it.
halfway. It is literally over halfway across the country from me.
So you said it's 23 hours one way.
It's if I took like the most efficient route, yes, but it's also got like $10.33 in tolls, and I despise toll roads with a burning passion, so I'd take the day-long route with no tolls.
$10 in tolls. Don't ever go to Long Island, bud. You'll cry.
I have no plans.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm just saying you will cry if you went to Long Island.
Yeah, I despise tolls. Anything with a toll. I pay my taxes. I do not need to be taxed again to use the roads. Thank you.
Yeah.
And for those who are saying go to Colorado, there is a small chance that I will actually be out there in September for a weekend. What part I won't tell you, where I won't tell you, because it's very much up in the air as to whether that'll happen or not. So, yeah. That's the story. I'm sticking to it.
So what you're saying is that there's a chance that you could pick it up for him.
No.
In September, no.
Why not? You can carry it in his suitcase.
It's more of I don't think this dude's gonna sit on it till September.
Well, who knows? You never
Look.
go on.
I'll put it this way: the shipping is more than worth the it would be probably less than a third of the cost it would take to get out there between gas and hotels.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why it might be worth it to see how much it'll go if you go pick it up. I mean, listen, a 2-day trip is a lot, but I mean, for a good price is a good price. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying I'd still end up losing money.
What? Why would you lose money?
Because I'd probably end up spending like $200-300 in gas, and then another probably $200-300 in a hotel.
Well, yeah, but if you split it with somebody, it wouldn't be that bad.
Hold on.
Are you looking up?
What?
It might be.
Oh,
What am I looking up?
I don't know. You said hold on, so I didn't know what you were looking up. Yeah. Listen, all we're saying is we'll help you do it. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
Hey, some more AccuCraft just got listed. Holy shnikes.
What? Are you being tempted?
Guys, look at how stupid
What?
this is.
What?
AccuCraft Trains Europe listing a never run condition like new live steam C21 number 361 for $6,500.
Worth it.
Yes.
Cheese and rice. I mean, it's a pretty locomotive, don't get me wrong, but
Oh. So I would be flying.
oh, I need to. Oh God, I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground.
You need to start paying attention, buddy.
Departing and returning.
Meanwhile, here's the other one. C16 number 278, $5,000.
Golly.
Jeez.
Does it even run? It does run.
Is it live steam?
Yes. And there's a video of it running on live Steam.
Nice.
Okay. Now we close that. Now we have to re-rail this train.
Why is it so much more expensive? Holy shit.
There are K locomotives that are cheaper than that. Oh, but some of the stuff that was previously unlisted is now back up. Granted, I'm not going to buy it, but... Oh, these cars are borked. Oh.
Oh. Did you Amtrak it? You Amtrak it.
I think he CSX'd it.
Oh. You sure he's not NSing it?
Bit of column A, bit of column B. Crash, spill, explosion.
The RGS red coach is back, by the way.
The one you were looking at yesterday.
No, different one. Those were bumblebees we were looking at before.
So, theoretically speaking,
Yes.
purely hypothetical,
Dude, what the heck? This is an amazing model.
a flight, a round trip flying to Colorado would be like $265.
Okay.
That does not include hotels.
So now here's kind of a cheeky question.
Mm.
What would it be to fly to us, and then us taking a car from here to there?
The problem is y'all are in like the middle of nowhere.
Well, he's in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the central part of this state.
Hold on.
WMRY detector
Look at that.
milepost
Look at that, guys.
59.4.
Look at that goose.
What are we looking at?
He's looking at the goose again.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't it pretty?
Isn't this the one he was asking way too much for?
Yes, this is the one that's way overpriced.
Mm. Hold on, if I did that and then did that, find a flight.
Yeah. Also, Bandit has a point. You probably wouldn't get the live Steam engine past TSA. It's a bomb.
Yeah, no.
WMRY
I don't know.
detector
What are the
milepost
regulations on
59.4.
Well,
no defect.
If it's
Repeat,
it probably
no
just has to be
defect.
checked.
Total cars.
I don't see it being an
1,
issue.
2, detector out.
You would just have to put it below the plane. I don't think you can carry it on unless. How big is the box? That's really the big trade-off.
They're big.
I don't know.
Well, I figured that. Yeah. So if as long as he got that, like figured out, he could definitely probably just check it.
But that just
And
seems
even-
so
Why is
silly
it
to
so
do.
expensive to fly to?
Well, what?
Why is it so expensive? to fly there.
To that place? I just sent it to you in DMs.
No, I was looking at somewhere else.
Okay.
He's looking at a flight to Jamaica.
You know, at this point, that might be cheaper.
You might as well just take a cruise from where you're at to where we're at.
Yeah.
Bam said, "Tell TSA it's your emotional support engine." That actually works out really well. That's funny.
It's a carry-on.
It's a bomb. It's made in a bomb factory.
Okay.
It's like three. Nah, that can't be right. It'd still be like $289.
Alrighty. Well, as we load/unload here at Ela, as I said, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter flight, or not flight. Freaking hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the station, please return your trays to the upright position.
Shorter stream, as I have some meetings and stuff I need to go to here. But thank you for tuning in, and thank you, Rex, for allowing us to take a look at this New York Central E7 early. Again, this is still being developed. When it is ready, we will, of course, let you all know that it is available for download, so you too can get your hands on this. But still in testing, still a bit to go. And if you like these little mod showcase videos, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're new here. And checking out our past content. We've got a lot of other railroad or mod featurettes that you can take a look at. And a huge thank you to everyone who chimed in today and said hello. And, you know, for those of you who have been longtime followers, huge thank you to all of our channel members. And I think with that, we're going to go ahead and end today's stream. General, do you have any final words to add?
Live Steam is love. Live Steam is life.
But don't pay
Go ahead
$7.5 grand for a live stream.
Yeah, don't pay that unless it's like 7.5 inch gauge, in which case go nuts.
Yep. Alrighty. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.